feel like it's kind of exploiting people, especially when you see the people going through there and they're just taking pictures. I didn't see nobody talk.
Nobody's asking, nobody hugging, nobody conversating. No.
But I mean, listen, to each his own. I wouldn't be able to live with that on my conscience.
What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchet REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. Super excited about this video. If you're new to us and we're new to you, make sure you scroll down, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Cape Town has lots of luxury, but in between your boat rides, your frou-frou cocktails, and your mountaintop yoga, some visitors squeeze in an authentic experience. And that's where Comedy Central sent me. Welcome to Langa Township. Alright, so kitchen, bedroom. Oh, sorry, crikey. So why am I taking a guided tour through one of the poorest neighbourhoods in South Africa? It started out like a lot of things. Questionable ideas by rich people.
In recent years, a growing number of travel agencies around the world are offering poverty tours. And as more tourists from wealthy countries visit slums, the practice has sparked a great deal of controversy.
Wait, did people actually do that? Poverty tours?
We can go down the street.
Bro, like, that's how that look? They get in the back of a truck with cameras and taking pictures of people like they're not human, almost like
they're in a museum or something.
What the what?
A living museum.
But
seriously though, we can go down the street.
See, hit him with that what the what, see?
What the what? I haven't hit that in a while.
I know, right?
What the what?
Yeah, that's different, bro. I'll be tripped out if I see somebody in my neighborhood knowing how my living conditions is, and they got cameras out. And they looking at me.
I'll be running around the car. That'll be $5.
Nah, I ain't gonna say what I would say, but okay.
Seriously though,
yeah, you gotta charge us something, man, because that's not tight at all.
Yeah, I understand an authentic, experience. We tell you all the time, we want to be amongst the locals in the streets, but
I need
y'all
to
not
hear.
A museum. We want to be more so the connection, not as a museum.
I need to hear from a reporter the mindset behind why this is such an important job. I need to know, like...
No, it's regular tourists. It's
a tourist. It's not a reporter.
It's a regular person.
What the what?
What the what for real? Come on.
It's true. Well-off tourists pay about $100 for a guided tour of the poor part of town.
I'm expecting to see extreme poverty, but I think there's beauty in everything.
I'm glad I don't have to live there.
Unsurprisingly, not all the locals are cool with it.
I think it's degrading. It's kind of inhuman.
So you think they are seeing you as animals?
Yeah.
So why do people take these tours? Is it just the social media likes? Does anyone actually benefit? To find out, I spoke with Tony Elvin, who does social enterprise development here in Cape Town. People have called them poverty tours.
Human safari, poverty tours.
Human safaris.
Yeah. Part of the problem is this world's relationship with Africa.
Yeah.
We get lots of people coming over, be you a visitor, and you're coming to do your Africa years and save some black people with flies all over them.
Red Nose Day. It's always big. Always got a comedian surrounded like this.
I think township tourism is othering. You're sort of saying, oh, I went in there and had a look, but fucking hell, got out of my life today and go to a white bit now and have a margarita, you know what I mean?
Tony's part of the debate about who benefits from these tours. Does the money help the towns, or does it just go to a select few tour operators? Do the locals profit out of it? Not just the people running the tours, but the people who are being looked at or taken photographs of?
They'll bung them some money.
Right.
I mean, everyone's getting paid.
Right.
But in terms of that having a deep, lasting effect and changing the community and improving the community, no.
He makes a good point. Breezing through and grabbing a souvenir does seem like a superficial way to see a place. But luckily, someone's trying to do it better. Meet Saviwe Binde. He runs a tour company here in Langa, which is the oldest township in Cape Town. He also founded a school, a film program and a kids dance company. I sat down with him to discuss sustainable tourism.
It's bothering when people are coming into the township and treat a community and people like a tour.
Like the zoo animals
yes.
or something.
How do you move from a tour to a visit? We did things. Firstly, walk, interact with the community. They have to taste the food, you know.
Get out of the car. I'm telling you. But seriously though, like, now I do know of some people who have went to South Africa and they went on a township tour and they were able to connect with the people. That's along the lines of what we're saying, but fortunately we have supporters who are South African who we want to connect with our supporters that way. Not so much, I feel like it's kind of exploiting people, especially when you see the people going through there and they're just taking pictures. I didn't see nobody talk.
Nobody's asking, nobody hugging, nobody conversating. Nope.
But I mean, listen, to each his own. I wouldn't be able to live with that on my conscience.
Now they say that it's going back to the locals, but it's not a pretty penny. You hear what I'm saying?
People.
It's not going to really like deep in their pockets where they can get in better positions for their family and for their neighbors. Now if these people is going out there with the tourism sighting, but also with connections saying that we know people. That can come back and help fund buildings.
Right,
That can come back and help fund schooling or food or things of that nature or anything of that can help. That's a whole different ballpark we in.
Right.
They would be happy to see y'all.
Right.
But at the same time, like, we looking at people that's not even trying to help us. They just want to see what life like.
Yeah.
That they don't have to experience. Like the lady said, glad I don't have to
live there.
Yeah.
That's
wow, bro.
But literally, we can go down the street. Let's go on the poverty tour so we can fix some things.
That's crazy.
So we can get people off the benches.
You know, they have to sip what we sip. That is not a tour.
What typically are your clientele?
Our biggest clientele is Germans.
Germans?
Yes.
Because they like seeing a whole lot of people in confined areas that they can control? Hey, so let's take a tour.
Let's do it.
I wanted to take Sabiwe's tour for myself, and boy was he full of information. About 50,000 people live in Langa. The townships across South Africa are home to around 18 million people. They were created during apartheid as a way to keep the black population separate from the white. Kind of a dick move. But one interesting result is that Langa has developed a culture and economy all its own. For example, this is a nightclub.
The nightclub is closed at the moment. It's right inside here.
I reckon this guy runs something.
This guy is a bouncer, he's an owner, he's a DJ.
He does everything. His strip club's much worse, where he's the dancer.
I'll let him explain that.
G'day, mate. Jim, how you doing, man? Oh, we're doing that one? I never know what to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, I declare a thumb. Is it more of a bar, or is there dancing in there?
Yeah, there's some music inside.
Do you get ever white people coming in trying to drink at your bar, or?
Everyone can come. There's a lot of guys there coming from
Germans?
Yeah.
Well, this is going great. I feel like a guest, not a tourist. I mean, look at all the friends I'm making. Look at all those Germans with a different tour company posing children for pictures. Wait a minute. Is that what I look like too? I don't want to look like a German. Maybe doing tourism the right way requires more effort. And in my travels, I've had most of my best cultural exchanges over a few frosties. So I made Sabiwe take me to the local pub.
So the beer is actually not served in classes. Everyone drinks from the same thing.
But don't you worry about one person has a cold, then we're all getting the fucking cold?
The price you pay for sharing.
I'm a pretty hardcore germaphobe, but as Anthony Bourdain taught us, it's always worth risking a cold to have a real cultural experience. And I'd love to create that cultural experience for my friend Andrew. Andrew, come and have some beer, mate, with everybody. I can't because you know I don't drink alcohol. This is Andrew, our field producer.
Andrew?
There we go.
Delicious. It's a bit smoky.
This guy I feel like is going to drink the whole fucking lot. This is old 3 gulp Sam. You see his fucking Adam apple going up and down. He's going to have all this. See, a bucket of beer means instant mates. Then I asked Sabiwe, what's a good eat around here? That would be a sheep's head. I'm Australian enough to know that's a sheep's head. What's with the yellow paint on the...
It's to protect the skin from the fire.
Right, so if you're a Simpson, you wouldn't find that racist.
No. You cut them in half, take out the brains, and you boil it for 2 hours. They look like here.
Now, I'm also a vegetarian. So, Andrew, if you want to have some sheep head.
I'm a little nervous, Jim.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Lamb head. Oh, you didn't spice it properly, Andrew. You should watch this guy try to eat pizza. It's the same thing. So, what did we learn? How can you be a responsible tourist without looking like some sort of German? Because this just doesn't happen in poor parts of Africa. People visit the lower 9th Ward in New Orleans, stroll 8 Mile in Detroit, even take hood life tours through South Central LA.
So New Orleans, of course, y'all know, that's my city. I've seen things like this, and I understand New Orleans is a tourist destination.
Yeah, we have the Canal Street, you know what I'm saying, where they hop off and want to go have some drinks and fun.
Yeah, but being a little girl, a little black girl in the projects, growing up in the projects,
it's different.
I can't say, I remember a lot of cameras coming back there, but it could have been just the news, because
it's
projects, we had, investigations, right? But I mean, just being a person in a similar experience at one point, I would feel bad. What if I had a bad hair day?
Girl.
No, seriously, these people are printing these pictures out.
Yeah.
Having it in family albums for years. And
family albums. Wow.
Because it furthers the connotation that, Africa is just this one thing.
That's what that...
And then it's without context, too.
In fact, and that's... Oh, Lord, see, you're saying a mouthful. That's where they get that his story from. They're telling his story in a way that he don't want his story to be looked or viewed as. So when they see this type of stuff without the context, they create their own assumption.
Yes. And they think that it's... When they are showing pictures, they're like, this is Africa. They're not seeing a specific part. They're not seeing the history behind it. They're not seeing none of that.
They ain't having the conversations either. They're just telling the people to pose.
Yeah. My baby in a photo album.
Famous.
Yeah. When we was... Nah.
At our lowest.
Nah.
That's how it be. They would take a picture of a child. That child would be on some millionaire wall. And it would look at it like, this is art. Which it is. But at the end of the day, this child that you just paid millions for, this picture that you paid millions for, that child's still real life homeless.
All right.
Real life going through it. Real life don't have an education. Real life not being able to have food every single night. It's different. You know what I'm saying? When you really look into the eyes of that photo.
All right. You just paid all this money for this picture, but you could have gave it to the child.
Gave it back to the child.
That you're profiting off of.
I mean, you know.
Now, it's okay to visit, but don't gawk from the back of a tour bus or snap selfies with homeless people. Just find a legitimate tour guide, be open to new things, and remember, you're in a neighbourhood. So act like you'd want someone to act in your neighbourhood. And just in case, bring in Andrew.
Bring in Andrew. He's funny.
Okay. Showed us how to be a real tourist.
Yeah, I mean, I like that he did that at the end of the day, because a conversation, a hug, a laugh can go so far.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mentally, it can go so far. Help a person get a little hope, have them, create better positive marks in their lives.
Right.
Yeah.
And stop trying to be a person looking down on people.
Thinking people, that's a story. Everyone have a story, bro. And he mentioned it. It was because of apartheid. They were separated from a reality that they once lived. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they had to create a new story. And then people come back in tourism and start to tell his story. But it's not his story the way they're telling it. It's deeper than that.
Yeah, history. So we hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Like this video, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. We have enabled our super thanks if you like to support the channel that way, as well as our reaction request form is in our description box below. We'll see you soon.
Peace.